Hi, I'm Tiffany Stellhorn, your child's math teacher. I teach three math courses this year: Algebra 2, Statistics, and Applied Math. And as we go along here, this is just a general virtual open house. I won't get to specifics about the classes until the end of this presentation. That way you can get to know me a little bit better. So, a little bit about me. I am 13 years teaching. This is my 10th here at West. And I have two children. My baby just started kindergarten, so I have no more babies. And I am married to my husband Andrew. We just celebrated 11 years. Education wise, I got my bachelor's at Southeast Missouri State University, SEMO, and I actually got my bachelor's in two degrees: applied math and secondary education math. When I got my master's at Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville, I chose to get it in math. So, master's in math. That way I could teach dual credit, as those of you who are taking the dual credit option through SWIC we'll talk about in a little bit. So, materials, I just wanted to shoot this out for everybody in general. For any class you're taking, 3-ring binder. I do print a lot of things, staple units together, and you get them all at one time. A 3-ring binder would be extremely helpful for our organization. Loose leaf paper, 1 pack of loose leaf paper would be sufficient. We won't use the entire pack, but it's nice to have. Whenever I say get a scratch piece of paper out, you have some paper to already use. Besides pencils and erasers, I want to stress to have colored utensils. I like to annotate our notes along the ways to make things stand out to us. It'll help us study a little bit more, and that way whenever we go back for a final exam, we can look at what did we annotate at the beginning of the year and what will we need to know, or what did we annotate at the beginning of the year, so that way we're more successful in the final exam. Also, a calculator. Something I forgot to put on here: Chromebook. Students will need to bring a charged Chromebook every day. If we're not on the Chromebook, I will be shocked. So bring a charged Chromebook every day. Communication with me. If you email me, within 24 hours, you should have a response, unless it's Friday through Sunday. So if it's over the weekend, anything after 3:25, I found this very helpful, especially last year. And as we go through this year, it's very helpful for me to have family time. 3:25 on Friday, I go home, I'll be back on Monday and I'll respond. But Monday through Friday, I will make sure you get a response within 24 hours. I also realized how much I will probably call you from my personal cell phone if I ever need to get a hold of you for any reason. So I'm also providing you with my cell phone number. If you text me, or I should have said called, could you include in the message your name, your child's name, and the math class that they are in? Currently, I have no idea who's in what class, and I want to make sure I keep everybody as straight as possible. And this is the first time I've actually opened this up where, hey, here's my cell phone number. Let's try this out. So we'll see how it goes. I also want to, something I forgot to put on here that I'm going to try to do is create newsletters for each week. This week, I am not sending out a newsletter because I want to sort of give pre-tests and see what they remember from last school year before I start making a set. Okay, Monday we're going to do this. Tuesday we're going to do this. So give me time to get to know your child before we start talking where we're going to be at it for math. If we go to online learning for any reason, whether any of us have to quarantine or go remote for some reason within the class, I just want you to see the hierarchy of the online learning aspect. Like Google Classroom, that's where it's going to be. That's where I'm going to go. And then within Google Classroom, I'm going to probably say, okay, you're going to go on to Khan Academy, you're going to do this assignment, or you're going to go, depending on what class you're in, you're going to go to Big Ideas Math and you're going to do this assignment. And then below that, there may be an activity in one of these different aspects. So online learning, Google Classroom for your child will be the biggest place I will use, no matter what class they're in. It's a one-stop shop for me. Cell phone policy, I want to make sure this is clear. I don't want them in class. I've realized since we lost a year kind of connection, I really want to stress cell phones take that chance to build connections away. And I don't want cell phones in the class. So now I'm going to get a little bit more specific depending on what class you're in. I realize this says applied math. Algebra 2 students and parents, this is sort of like the end of the video. But if you are curious about our dual credit opportunities in the math realm, please stay on. So dual credit opportunities through SWIC, I get to teach two different types. So applied math, this is strictly what we call GT 105 at SWIC. It's mathematics in the trades. What it does is if you want to go into a trade at SWIC, they can provide you a certificate within like either 6 months or a year, depending on what you choose, or you could get a degree. So GT 105, what it does is it helps you for the degree aspect, which degrees typically take 2 years there. And this would be the last math class you would ever have to take. It's free. I want to stress that it's free credit hours, 4 free credit hours. And parents, I will be sending a registration link in a later email. This could be the first time you ever have to use, or your students ever had to use a social security number to sign up for a college class. So as we get to that, I'll send out newsletters and information and how-to video tutorials so that way they can register at home with you, because they will need your help in this. And then I'll help on my end too. Statistics is the other dual credit course that I get to teach. It's labeled statistics at SWIC. It's Math 107, 4 free credit hours. And again, I will send a registration link in a following email. Students will probably need help parents by figuring out their social security number so that way they can register for the class. And currently, that is all I have for now. If you have questions, please send me an email and I will answer it to the best of my ability. Thank you.